Ooh, why do I look fine as fuck? Anyways. Welcome to another vlog. Ooh, my eyes are, ooh, what the? Sorry, side note. But anyways, it's your, it's your host with the flair, Mr. Aquar at the air, here to take the collective to new heights. And I hope you guys had a great week. Last week of February. Happy March. It's a new month, and we are actually in eclipse season now. We do have the lunar eclipse in Virgo on the 14th, which I had to help explain a bit with both Mark and Eva in the new moon in Pisces video. Can I speak today? You guys can check that out if you haven't seen it. It's on Mark's YouTube channel. And yeah, I hope that March is treating you guys well, even though it's been 2 days in. I hope you've been writing down your monthly goals and what you want to achieve this month, and also getting your weekly goals too on top of that. So my week was pretty interesting, to say the least. You know, I just been going through the motions and the ebb and flow of following my intuition, facing a lot of familial opposition. The new moon happened in my 7th house, Placidus, because of the degree, because my 8th house begins at 16 degrees Pisces. So the new moon fell just towards the tail end of my Pisces 7th house, just before it went into my 8th. So the challenge was that it squared my 4th house stellium, it squared my Pluto, it squared my Mars in Sagittarius, and it also squared my moon. So there was that challenge with the 4th house, and there was also a challenge with the 10th house as well. So that Jupiter, I have Jupiter and Gemini in the 10th house at 1 degree. So there was that as well. Even though it was a separating square, it was still within orb. So yeah, I've been door dashing a bit in the meantime to kind of help income, you know, as on top of, you know, posting content in general for my business and the whole nine. And you know, something that's on my heart that I would really like to talk about and get off my chest, especially on this vlog. This is episode 7 of the the Airside Chat. It's hard to believe that's my 7th week doing this sidebar before I even get into what I want to talk about. But thank you guys for all the love and all the support, seriously. And yeah, but what I wanted to talk about was just family in general, because it's been tough. I've been dealing with my grandma, my paternal grandma, especially with that new moon squaring all of my 4th house stellium, and really just forging my own path. The new moon was trine my IC in Scorpio at 17 degrees, so that was actually a transit that kind of just came to my mind right now, an aspect. Just like typing in to Chat GPT real quick. But I don't like, I hate family. I do. Especially when it's like, especially if you come from a family that's like traditional and they want to project their own limitations onto you and the whole nine. And I had to put, a couple days ago, I did a freezer spell on my grandma. And I was just like, just leave me the fuck alone. Okay? Like, let me figure this out. Like, it's good to, yes, I understand it's good to go to, boy, I'm looking fine as fuck. What the fuck? Boy, them ask formations have been working. Sidebar, I've been doing ask formations, and they're different from affirmations. You know, affirmations, you have to like repeat it so often until it's ingrained in your subconscious. But with ask formations, you're asking questions like, why am I so rich? Why am I a money magnet? Things of that nature. And it bypasses the subconscious in a way. And it's been pretty life-changing. I've been falling asleep to ask-formation videos, and they've been helping out a lot. And also this beautiful necklace that Mark got me as a belated birthday present. Shout out to Mark. Shout out to my brother from the Divine Mother, Mr. Mark with the Fire. You know, he had to hook up his little bro, Mr. Aquar with the air. God, had to get him right with the labradorite necklace, you know. But going back into family, y'all, like, I had to put a freezer spell on my grandma, and a couple days later, like today, like this morning, I got a text from her saying, or I got a text from her yesterday, and I didn't feel the need to respond because she was thanking me for, you know, checking my mailbox to see if her mail got into my mailbox. It's very, it's complicated because she's highly gifted, like spiritually, but it's like she's using her gifts for intrusive purposes, and it's giving monitoring spirit vibes, and me no gusta. Me no gusta, bruh. So I was like, I had to take matters into my own hands and put her in the fucking freezer like I did a couple days ago. And this morning I got a text from her saying, oh, I didn't get a response from you. That's not nice. And just a lot of projecting. Lots of projecting. I felt the projecting get increased by a whole, like, the projection is on 10. Especially with Venus now in retrograde in Aries, and a Mars ruled sign. There's going to be a lot of projection, and I haven't even gotten into the collective cards for the week. I'm kind of already getting premonitions and premonitory messages and preliminary messages on like the week ahead, well before that week even comes sometimes. You know, that's just the life of an Aquarius. Hello. And it's just like, bruh. It's like, for context, my grandma is 63. She is a Sagittarius. Her birthday's December 1st. So she's spiritually gifted. It's just that, oh shit, not me trying to justify her behavior. No, we are not doing that. Maybe it's just the empathy in me. Sometimes I feel like I have to shut down my empathy because But anyways, we are not doing that. We are not justifying other people's behavior. Somebody might have needed to hear that, actually. So But yeah, it's just insane, bro. But um, I just felt like she was upset because I think she kind of felt the effects of me putting her in the freezer. I was like, I don't think she's mad that I didn't respond to her. I didn't really feel the need to say you're welcome or whatever. And she kind of made it about something else. Like, oh, you can't seem to, like, it's hard to give advice to somebody who, like, gets mad at it or whatever. There's a lot of projection energy. And I'm just like, I'm not here for that at all. So I'm like, mm-mm. And then kind of just using other family members are like, I think it's really deep down. It's a spiritual war. Kind of feels like I'm at a spiritual war, not with her, but like an entity. It kind of feels that way, like demon slayers, like. But yeah, it's weird because Ephesians 6:12 is coming to mind. That Bible verse is like, it's principalities. It's a battle of principalities, and I'm kind of just paraphrasing. But yeah, I've been experiencing some infidelity, a lack of faith here and there, because other people have a lack of faith in themselves and they just want to project that onto me. Especially with my business, I've just been pushing out content, so, and things of that nature. So yeah, just trusting the path. And I feel like the Seven of Pentacles kind of just like, when will all these seeds that I'm planting bloom, kind of thing, and when will my ships come in, kind of thing. So just continuing to trust and not let people's lack of faith deter me, or weaken my own inner faith, or so I just feel like that's the collective message, is to just limit who has access to you. And I was picking up on mother wounds in a collective reading that I did the other day, and just like feeling like you couldn't be vulnerable with family members because it would somehow get back to your mom. And at least in my own personal experience, when my parents divorced 5 years ago, that was what was happening. I would vent and open up about my experiences, and it would somehow get to, my mom somehow, or she would end up hearing about it somehow through another family member. And it was my fault because I didn't assert boundaries and be like, hey, like, I would appreciate if you didn't tell mom. But then they would just go up and tell mom anyway. So it's like, what was the point in asserting the boundary, I guess? At least that's how I thought, 5 years ago when I was like 19 when this happened, but 19, 20 years old. But I have Uranus square the IC, and it's not easy having a Scorpio IC as a Leo rising. A very secretive childhood, a lot of family secrets, being a lot of things done in secrecy, and done when I wasn't physically witnessing it, but I psychically felt it. That's the thing with having a Scorpio IC as a Leo rising. And even with having, I just had a lot of unexpected upheavals in my childhood. We moved a lot. I moved like 3 different times when my mom and dad were married. And and it was just unstable as fuck, you know. uh, and it's like, sometimes I have a hard time being vulnerable, or at least the depth in which I'm vulnerable, because it's like, oh, I don't want this shit to happen again, you know. And so, you know, being in the fire fam, you know, or being a part of the fire fam, you know, as, you know, healthy as the connections has ever felt outside of my blood family, you know, you guys are my chosen family. And healthy connections will bring up old wounds. It will challenge those old wounds. It will, betrayal, especially within the family dynamic, and feeling like you can't really go to anybody because I don't want to be an emotional burden, and I don't really like to, you know, having to become emotionally resilient from a young age, and having to learn how to emotionally nurture myself, because my mom couldn't control her own emotions, and her emotions got really volatile at times, and it was like trying to tiptoe around an emotional detonator that was just waiting to explode. And it's like, I'm working on allowing you guys in more. Allowing you guys to love on me as I loved on you guys, and will continue to love on you guys. And I do have a Cancer North Node in the 11th house, so it's like that is part of my North Node, is like fostering emotional connections and moving away from an achievement-oriented life, and fostering more, you know, healthy, fulfilling friendship connections, and one of being vulnerable, you know. And it's like, I don't ever want to be a burden. I don't ever want my existence to be a burden, or, you know, part of me wanting to play small, oftentimes, even with having so much Aquarius energy, because it's like, I felt like an outsider within my family, quite literally, especially with me having Uranus square my IC. It's like, felt like an outsider, and I struggle sometimes with letting others in emotionally, and feeling like I have to handle everything on my own, even on an emotional level. It's like I'm willing to hold space for others, but it's like I won't let others hold space for me emotionally, because it's like, I gotta deal with it on my own. And it's like, but yeah, you know, what I would really tell somebody right now that's watching this is to just, like, don't let the limitations of people, especially family, blood family, it's like, that's not even my real family. You guys are my chosen family, and you guys are my soul family. And I appreciate all the love and all the support, and thank you for allowing me to take up space, because there's been so many times in my life where I wanted to shrink and not even be of significance, or even, like, not even exist anymore. Even whilst being alive, or even physically, or even thoughts of unaliving myself. So I really appreciate you guys, seriously. I'm gonna get into the cards here for you guys. I'm gonna pull a crystal. If I can get this out of here. All right. So I set the intention to connect to the energy of the fire fam. What is a crystal that we could all work with this week? I'm hearing selenite for somebody specific. Confirmation burp. Feeling a big release from my heart and solar plexus. Yeah. Wow, you cannot make this shit up. Look what popped out. Selenite. Wow. Cannot make that shit up. Selenite anchors the light body into the earth vibration and downloads divine light into the physical body. It creates a safe, peaceful space that does not allow outside influences to penetrate. This stone detaches entities from the aura and prevents anything external from influencing the mind. It reaches into other lives or the future and checks progress made with the current life plan, pinpointing lessons and issues being worked upon. Meditating with this crystal brings about a conscious understanding of what has been occurring at the subconscious level and shows how it can be best resolved. For the body, it's good for the spinal column, joints, breasts, nervous system, puberty, and menopause, and helps bring clarity, clears confusion, facilitates seeing the bigger picture. So already with the selenite, we're starting to, I was talking about my upbringing in my past a little bit, and a little bit of my upbringing. So with the selenite, what I'm really sensing is this week, Fire Fam, who we are seeing our past from a higher perspective, with seeing the past from a higher perspective without invalidating our experiences or the intensity of those experiences and what we went through, without invalidating what we went through, okay? Also bringing up subconscious, where I feel like we're going to be dealing with some subconscious patterns that are going to be faced head on at this time this week, and it'll need to be resolved, okay? But that is the crystal for us this week, is selenite. We're really seeing our past from a higher perspective and letting go and clearing out the energy that's tied into our past, because it's heavy. All the stuff that I talked about, it's pretty heavy, you know? All right, let's get another card from a different deck. We got show gratitude. If you woke up this morning, you have something to be grateful for. Gratitude. Yeah. You have a place to sleep. You have a bed to wake up in, sleep in. You have a phone that you're watching this video on and seeing this information and this reading and getting these downloads from me to you as a conduit of the divine, okay? There's so many things to be grateful for. Don't let the weight of your past have you lose sight of what to be grateful for. But it's also okay to, you know, acknowledge what you went through. You know, don't use gratitude as a way to bypass the reality of what you went through. And like, yes, this happened, but I'm grateful that I'm still here. I'm a survivor. I survived all these things. I shouldn't have not have been put through what I went through with my family. You know, it's really just this damned if you do, damned if you don't, but you do it anyways. It's inevitable that you're going to be damned by the world, no matter what you do. So it's coming from my heart to really end my throat, too, to say what's on your mind. Do the damn thing, whatever it is this week. Do it. And if you get damned for it, so what? So fucking what? I'm gonna get a pull from the triggers deck and see what trigger we're gonna be dealing with this week, or working through, I should say, rather, to better reframe that. Man, this labradorite necklace is helping me tap in even deeper than I ever have before. When I can't keep up in a conversation, I begin to act arrogantly and rude. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like this is regarding Venus retrograde, those relationships, right? It's a time for reassessing finances, relationships, matters in love. Okay. I'm hearing, just do it with love, 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 love. Just do it with love. I'm hearing Hillary Duff in my head. That song. Let's get a pull from my Quantum Leap 2 deck for the Fire Fam Collective. Anybody else watching this video? I'm thinking about making this video public, but I might keep it unlisted for now. But yeah. We got, oh, speaking of Venus retrograde, we got incoming text or call. So you might be hearing from somebody unexpectedly. Yeah, they want to reconcile. Yeah, very on track with Venus retrograde. Yeah, we got, yeah, being self-critical of your past. Yeah, we gotta stop doing that. Okay. Yeah, bottom of the deck. Why are you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know. Lying that you're sexing me when everybody knows. It's clear that you're upset with me. Whoa. Finally found a girl that you're gonna impress. Last man on the earth, still couldn't get this. Get delusion, no, get delusion. Boy, you're wasting your time. Got you all fired up, but your nipple ain't complex. Saying like they like you bathed in the Windex. Oh. Boy, why are you so obsessed with me? Boy, whoever this person's trying to come in and reconcile, they've been watching your social media. They've been, yeah, this could be a friend, a former friend. This might have been like, they might have cut you off, or you might have cut them off, or both. But what I'm kind of getting is the feeling was mutual. The feelings were mutual. Okay, I'm gonna get more cards here. We're gonna pull from the Moonology Manifestation deck for my Fire Fam collection. Whoops, the video cut off because I ran out of space. So make room for the new. It's a new month. Also, let me drink some water. Have some baking soda water. It's really good, actually. All right. So as I was saying, whoever this person's that's trying to come back and wanting to reconcile, we do have a new moon in Aquarius open up to change. And that's funny because Venus went into its pre-shadow phase around the new moon on like literally the day before the new moon on the January 28th. So whoever this person is, they're coming back around, open up to change. Something about having, they'll claim to have a changed heart. So use discernment, okay? This person will claim they have worked through their feelings. That is the last quarter moon in Aries. And, yeah, we got be real. Be real about the situation, okay? Actions speak louder than words, but everything is energy. So even if they say they change, even if they do actions that make it seem like they changed, where is their heart really at? Is what you really want to look out for. I feel like this trigger that I pulled earlier is tied to whoever this person is. They can't seem to keep up in a conversation. This person may have been arrogant or rude in the past because they couldn't keep up in a conversation, but they worked through their feelings, they worked through their own triggers, and they're coming back into your life from an authentic place. But like I said, use discernment. Use discernment. I literally just heard looks can be deceiving. All right. I'm going to pull from... Actually, I might just finish the reading right there. Actually, unless if we have some closing messages for you guys. But for the rest of my day, I just gonna be meeting up with the with some people in the Fire fam later on this evening, and then film some collective readings for the week ahead for all the signs, mutable, cardinal, and fixed. So be on the lookout for those. It'll be on my TikTok and or Instagram. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of orbs flying around me. Okay. I did not mean to pull out this deck. This is actually my Quantum Leap 1 deck, and it has timestamps on it, like specific times. So, I know that I'm tapping into this week's energy, but let's just get a random timestamp for the collective. 22 hours popped out. So that's 22 hours from whenever you see this video is when this person could be reaching out to you. For some of you, this could actually be a FaceTime video or a phone call or the like, whatever. But 22 hours is popping out. Also, the number 22 could be significant this week. 222. Okay. And yeah, hang on. Let me put this deck away. Yeah, and this person trying to come back in, what I'm picking up on right now is that they like, they're the ones that are obsessed with you, but they framed you being the obsessed one. That's why they cut you off. That was for somebody specific. But they're the ones who are, they cut you off, but then they want to go around and cyber stalk your social media and look at your story through a burner account. But, you know, at the same time, you know what? Hell yeah. All right. We got misuse of spiritual gifts causing cursed blood, breaking cycles of witchcraft, liberating and clearing dormant witch warlock DNA, spiritual blood transfusion. What did I say? Misuse of spiritual gifts, and look what pops out. I was literally talking about that regarding my grandma. But you might have people in your family who are misusing their spiritual gifts, and it's causing cursed blood. But you came here, you're using witchcraft in a way that helps and uplifts the collective, and not in a way that harms people. Okay. I'm feeling this very heavily in my heart, but yeah, that's what I'm getting for somebody. All right. Let's get a closing card. Let's get a closing card, another closing card. I've already pulled from this deck, but let's just get a closing card from the Energetic Alignment Oracle deck and see what pops out from there for the collective. Too many cards. Blah, 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 blah. We'll take that one. Not everyone will understand your soul. Find people who speak your love language so you don't spend a lifetime translating your soul. Yeah. Surround yourself with people. You know, chosen family is chosen family for a reason. They understand you. They see you, right? So with Venus retrograde and those themes, reevaluate, reassess, like, you don't have to explain, which is, that really just tells me you don't have to explain yourself to everybody. And quite frankly, you don't even have to explain yourself to yourself. Or if you must, but yeah. And that's the closing card for this vlog, this little collective reading. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. All my links will be down below if you want to book a personal reading and whatnot. And I hope you guys have a great week. I love you guys.